Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They'll open the second half on the ground. Open space at the 25. Can anyone catch him? He's at the 40. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
Well, there's a big run on offense, and guys, I don't think a defender even touched him anywhere near the line of scrimmage. That's how big that hole was.
He's going to take off. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Looking to pass on second down. The throw. Got his man quickly. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here. They think there's room to run to the right here. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here comes the Texas offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Looking downfield, it's Ewers. Keeps looking downfield. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
It's nice for this D coordinator when he puts his nickel package out in the field, because that nickel player he's got who subs in is good in coverage. He's also aggressive, and he does a nice job blitzing, and he can play the run. They can spy the quarterback. There's a lot of different tools this guy's got to defend against a mobile quarterback, and I think you saw a little bit right there in that nickel package, now setting up 4th and 1.
Oh, he gave him the limp leg. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
He's got it up to 30. The 10. Touchdown, Longhorns! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety, you get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together, great job executing, great job getting a touchdown.
He makes his way in for the 2, and now they trail by only 6. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Inside a minute to go here in the third. The play action fake. Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his.
And when you're running the ball well, QBs love going to play action. You get the linebackers starting to suck up closer to the line of scrimmage. They're keying on those running backs, and it just makes pitch and catch so much easier for these quarterbacks and receivers.
That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
And get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted. Bringing it back. The 30. The 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Oh, and he missed it, and we're still tied. Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Looking to move it through the air. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
You know, I love defensive ends that are active and violent with their hands. Great job fundamentally by that DN getting that sack.
Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Oh, he would have loved to pick up a few more yards on that return, but they've still got it at the 31.
This game right now is hanging in the balance. It's tight, it's close, tied here in the fourth quarter. One play can change everything, and that was a throw that the quarterback wishes he could have back.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
To the air, it's Ewers. The quick out. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Now the play fake. Oh, look out, the ball's free. The defense pounced on that. Now they're headed the other way. Racing to the right. Past the 10. Oh, the unthinkable has happened for this offense. They're into the end zone. It's a touchdown for the D. You're happy you got the ball back, but the defense takes it a step further and just goes ahead and gets 6.
Yeah, you just want to get the stop, right? And you get the stop, get the points. But guess what, Reese? I'm going to need another stop. This defense is going to be right back on the field. Unbelievable play, but you got to do it again.
Just one of those mistakes. It can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. On second down, wants to throw. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. He's taking a deep shot. Brings it in down the left side. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. They want to throw to get it in there, and they've got it in business in the red zone at the 13. Now they'll run the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points. And now they've decided to go for 2. A gutsy call, and the game likely to be decided right here. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. They'll line up to go for 2. Back to throw, it's Ewers. He makes the grab. The 2-point try is good, and they take the lead.
Nothing special.
So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. They'll run play action. Unloads to the right. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Timeout on the field, and 4 ticks left to go. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And a great way for this defense to finish off this game as time has expired.